In the next 7 minutes, I'll show you a side of politics you've never seen before. It's not about the usual debates, policies, or speeches. It's about the hidden forces shaping the way we vote, the tech that's manipulating our minds, and the power shifts that are already happening, but most people don't even realize it. Did you know that 70% of political ads are now targeted at you based on your emotions? And in 2020, over $14 billion was spent on political campaigns in the US alone, more than any other election year in history. That's not just about big speeches or promises, it's about controlling how you think and vote. In the next few chapters, we'll dive into how AI, social media, and hidden global powers are changing the game. You'll learn how elections could be rigged by invisible hands, how the two-party system might crumble, and what it all means for 2025. By the end of this video, you'll be forced to rethink everything you thought you knew about politics. Stay with me, and I'll make sure you lock in this new reality. Chapter 1: The Hidden Powers Behind Your Vote. 2025's secret forces in every election. The people you see on the ballots are only part of the story. Behind the scenes, there are powerful players shaping outcomes. Media moguls, wealthy donors, and even tech giants are pulling strings, influencing not just voters, but also entire political systems. In fact, it's estimated that the top 1% of donors in US politics control nearly 70% of all election spending. Think about that, nearly 70%. The media also plays a crucial role. Studies show that 70% of American voters get their political news from social media. This is a major shift. It's no longer about just what politicians say, it's about how the narrative is crafted by the influencers who control the platforms. Imagine the power of one viral tweet or meme, it can determine the outcome of a race. The power is not just in the votes, it's in the messages, the memes, and the algorithms. There's also the silent influence of foreign actors. In 2016, Russian interference in the US election was widely discussed. But it's still happening. The US government recently warned of continued foreign interference in 2024 and beyond. With artificial intelligence and bots spreading fake news, this is only getting more complicated. The question is, how do we fight back against such unseen forces in 2025? Chapter 2: AI, Election Interference, and Your 2025 Vote. A digital war. Artificial intelligence is reshaping the political landscape. From deepfake videos to micro-targeted ads, AI is playing a bigger role in shaping political campaigns than ever before. Did you know that Facebook's political ad targeting system can deliver different ads to different users based on their emotions? This means that political parties can tailor their messages to make you feel a certain way. It's like they know you better than you know yourself. In 2025, we might see AI systems running entire campaigns. Picture this: algorithms that track voter behavior in real time, adjusting messages based on which policies are most popular at any given moment. Imagine the power of AI being used to manipulate voter opinions directly, creating the perfect emotional storm to sway the results of an election. It's not just ads and fake news. AI could predict voting outcomes in real time. In 2020, researchers found that AI models could predict US elections with an accuracy of 90% by analyzing social media data. This isn't science fiction, this is happening now. The big question is, who controls the AI? And what happens when it's used to manipulate, rather than inform? Chapter 3 to 2025, the year democracy redefines itself. Could 2025 be the year democracy goes through a radical transformation? Traditional representative democracy is under pressure, and some are calling for a more direct approach. A recent study found that 60% of millennials support direct democracy, where people vote on issues directly instead of through elected officials. This could mean a major shift in how we approach elections. Blockchain voting is gaining traction as well. With blockchain technology, we could see a system where every vote is secure and transparent, preventing fraud. Countries like Estonia are already testing out digital voting, and their results are promising. In fact, Estonia saw a 50% increase in voter turnout when they introduced online voting. Could blockchain voting be the future? It's not as far away as you might think. The shift toward a more direct form of democracy could mean fewer intermediaries, less room for corruption. But it also raises concerns. Without checks and balances, could we fall into the trap of mob rule? It's a balance that the world will have to figure out sooner than later. But one thing's for sure, by 2025, we'll likely be having serious conversations about it. If you're finding this mind-blowing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated with the latest political trends and insights that are shaping the future. Let's keep going. Chapter 4: The End of the Two-Party System. Why 2025 might be the year we break it. For decades, the two-party system in the US has been the foundation of political life. But cracks are beginning to show. In the 2020 election, more than 60% of voters expressed frustration with both major parties. This dissatisfaction is fueling the rise of third-party movements. In 2025, we could see a true shift toward a multi-party system. Look at the recent rise of independent candidates and smaller parties in local elections. The 2020 election saw record-breaking numbers for independent candidates, including the 19% of voters who supported a third-party candidate for president. These figures are pushing the boundaries of the two-party system. By 2025, it might not just be Republicans versus Democrats, it could be Republicans, Democrats, Libertarians, Green Party members, and even completely new political movements. One example is the increasing number of states considering ranked choice voting. In states like Maine and Alaska, this system allows voters to rank candidates in order of preference, rather than just choosing one. It's creating an environment where third-party candidates have a fighting chance, and the two-party dominance is slowly starting to crack. Before we move on, if you're interested in how politics is changing, be sure to subscribe for more in-depth discussions on how these shifts are happening and what you can do to prepare for 2025. Chapter 5: From Capitol Hill to TikTok, How Social Media is Rewriting Politics. Forget the days when political ads were confined to TV commercials. In 2025, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter are becoming the real powerhouses of political influence. In 2020, 50% of political campaigns used TikTok to engage younger voters, and that number has only grown. TikTok videos are now shaping policy debates, while influencers become campaign surrogates for candidates. Social media platforms like Twitter have already shown their power in shaping public opinion. Studies have found that political content on Twitter can influence how voters perceive candidates. In fact, 60% of American voters said they were more likely to vote for a candidate after seeing positive content on social media. With the rise of influencers, a candidate can now have their own army of supporters posting viral content, faster than any political ad could ever hope to. Politicians are learning to play the game of memes and viral trends. Think of the meme-driven campaigns that dominated in recent years. These quick, snappy messages reach millions instantly, and the viral nature of memes makes them perfect for political mobilization. It's no longer just about speeches or debates, it's about who can capture the cultural moment online. Chapter 6: The New World Order, Global Power Shifts Coming in 2025. In 2025, the global political landscape will look dramatically different. China is poised to challenge the US as the world's dominant power, with its economy growing at an astonishing rate. In fact, China's economy is expected to surpass the US by 2028, according to the International Monetary Fund. This shift in power could redefine the rules of global politics, pushing countries to realign their allegiances. New alliances are forming, with countries like India, Brazil, and Russia playing increasingly important roles. These emerging powers are challenging traditional Western leadership, and their influence is growing. This could lead to new trade agreements, military alliances, and geopolitical strategies that reshape the global order. By 2025, we might be witnessing the dawn of a new world order, one in which the US is no longer the uncontested leader. For US foreign policy, this means rethinking alliances and strategies. The growing influence of China and other emerging nations will require a new diplomatic approach. The US will have to navigate a world where power is more distributed, and old alliances are being questioned. By 2025, the US might have to redefine what leadership means on the global stage. If you want to stay ahead of these global shifts and understand the power dynamics that are shaping our future, make sure you're subscribed. Stay informed, and let's keep diving into these explosive political changes.